Well, last year, 4th and 8th graders in Nebraska scored higher than the national average in math and close to the national average in reading when it comes to state testing.
Educators say the key to developing good learners is to start early. Our Maria Cade shows us how a new program from UNO is doing just that.
Danae Dinkle is a mom of 3.
They're 10, 7, and 4.
The UNO professor says it can be a challenge to come up with ideas to develop her kids' learning abilities.
As a parent, sometimes I myself would even get nervous about, is my kid really ready for kindergarten?
So she and UNO assistant professor Kaylee Snyder wanted to create a way for parents to feel confident sending their kids off to school.
So we developed backpacks so that kids can take home these different activities and share them with their caregivers to be able to practice some of those skills at home.
Through the Smart Start Family Engagement Backpack Program, families get activities focusing on cognitive, motor, social, and emotional skills for kids who are heading into kindergarten. That age is key. A 2024 study found that students who were on track for kindergarten readiness scored more than 5 points higher on the ACT than their peers once they reached 11th grade.
The earlier that we can help support these kids, the better off they're going to be long term.
Right now, 45 students at Douglas County West Community Schools are a part of the program.
Students were really excited to be able to have the opportunity to take home this backpack and work with the materials that were provided in it. Overall, it's just been wonderful.
Taking on kindergarten with a new perspective. In Omaha, Maria Cade, First Alert 6.
All right, so you're probably wondering what's inside the backpacks. Well, here you go. We're going to take a look. There's a bridge building kit for interactive play, a nature scavenger hunt for students with a green thumb. They can also make their own puppet and read books on healthy habits. And each backpack also comes with a notebook for students to use as a daily journal. Aaron.